post. Okay, just post. It's posting.
We are live on Facebook. Oh my goodness, this is our very first live on Facebook. And I just want to welcome you guys. I am Charlotte, and you're watching Chalking with Charlotte. Oh gosh, this is exciting. Okay, let me get out of that. So tonight, well, I guess I should introduce myself. I am Charlotte. I just said that. So yeah, kind of nerve-wracking. This is the first time going live on YouTube. So exciting. I am an independent designer for Couture, and we are going to be talking about the difference between HTV and our Chalkology inks. So we are going to be inking t-shirts tonight. These are some orders that I am filling. So we're going to do those tonight and just kind of show you what our inks are all about. So let's see. Let me grab my mat here. And while I'm putting this t-shirt on, I just want to tell you the 3 ways that you can experience Couture. You can go to my website. And I think Jordan's going to pop that link up there. And you can shop. You can join my club, which is a $19.99 plus tax, $26.99 Canadian. And that will give you a B-size transfer that is exclusive. And our B-size transfer is 8.5 by 11. Plus 3 paste packets, and you'll get it every month. And it's exclusive just for club members and designers. Or you can join and become a designer like me and get 40% off all the time. So right now I'm just sticking this in to an ink mat. And if you don't have an ink mat, you can use, cardboard. You can use a Cricut mat, whatever. I like our ink mats because they are sticky. That's why I say you could use like a Cricut mat because that would be sticky. Okay, so now I'm going to move you guys down so that you can see what I'm doing because you don't need to see me for that. All right, so now HTV, you know that you have to cut it. You have to remember to mirror it. You have to do all those things. This is our ink. And what we're going to do is we're going to place a silk screen transfer. Our transfers are silk screen. They are washable and reusable. They are sticky. You can get, the company says anywhere from 8 to 12 uses. Some of my transfers, I have gotten even more than 12 uses. I've gotten some over 20. It all depends on how you take care of the transfer and everything. Okay, so there we go. Now, this is a retired transfer, but like I said, it's an order that I'm filling. So we're going to have a superhero and we're going to have the mask. So on the back, I write mask, and on the back, I write super. And of course, I put it on upside down. All the fun stuff, guys. I'm telling you, you're going to learn all this fun stuff. I get to mess up and have fun, and we're just going to hang out. So I'm just going to place this, make sure there's no air bubbles. And this one is getting to be not quite as sticky as it used to be because it has been well loved. Okay, and then I'm also going to place this one. Place it right here. And now that I'm looking to make sure that this is straight. So you guys can't tell, but I had to put my glasses on just to make sure, Hey, Cindy, how are you? Hey, Sarah. See, this way I can get my kids to watch because, hit mom on YouTube now. They're going to be like, really, Mom? Did you just say that? Are you kidding? That's it. We're done. We're not watching no more. Okay, so we're just making sure that there is no air bubbles. No air bubbles. Okay, so now I've got my ink and I've got a small squeegee. And our squeegees are just silicone squeegees. Okay. Ooh, and it's a brand new ink. So when you open, you want to make sure you be really careful because inks, if you get them on your hands and then you get them on our t-shirt, then it's going to stay there. Because, you know, I have actually, I was doing a shirt because I have a lot of videos, guys, over on Facebook at Chucking with Charlotte. And you can join my VIP page over there so that you guys can get all the scoops and everything on there. If you are on Facebook. But and there's lots of videos over there on my page there, but I'm trying to like branch out. I'm kind of over the Facebook gel and all that fun stuff. See how nice and easy this slides? Now, when I heat set this, it is permanent. And you guys, this is wonderful because even the kids can do this because it is non-toxic. And also, once I heat set it, it's going to become a part of the t-shirt. So we don't have to worry about, okay, this is the difference between heat transfer vinyl and our inks. You don't have to put pressure when you heat set. You don't have to have it inside out when you go to wash it. You don't have to be careful about drying, none of that. Okay. All of that is eliminated with this. And like I said, it is non-toxic, so kids can do this. Look at how easy. I'm just putting it on, taking off the excess. Okay. Now I'm just going to peel it up. Look at how super amazing that looks. I'm going to throw that over there and we will work on that. Okay, now look, I've got some on my hands. So first thing I'm going to do before I even move on, because I'm telling you, on one of my lives on Facebook, I like took a t-shirt that I finished and I flopped it down, threw it right into a pot of the ink. Could not believe I even did that. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Yep, I did it. That is what I did. Okay, so now we're just doing the same thing. And this takes so very little. And you don't have to worry about if you mess up, have to recut. Oh my goodness. Okay, so today I was actually cutting vinyl for the first time today. And just regular old vinyl. Okay. And I'm gonna show you how to use vinyl. And we're going to ink a shirt with using vinyl like a stencil so that you don't have to be like, but I have my Cricut, I have my Silhouette, I have all this, you know, because that's how I got into this. I had my Cricut and I saw them using the inks and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, because I hate HTV. Okay. I couldn't get the pressure right. I couldn't, you know, I'm like telling my husband I have to have a heat press. I have to have this. I can't get the pressure right. It keeps wanting to pill up on me. All the fun stuff. Well, guess what? I don't have to worry about that now because I put this on here and I will have, I mean, look at how fast this is. I didn't have to worry about putting it into a program or anything and then going over, setting up and getting it cut. Now there's a little tiny spot right there that I'm like, how'd we miss that? Who knows? But guess what? I'm just going to take a little paintbrush and I'm just going to hit it. There we go. That's it. All done. Now we're going to peel this up. Look at how beautiful, how nice and crisp that is. Oh, you did. You watched me on Facebook when I like planted that sucker right in there. Yeah, I wanted to cry. I was ready to crawl into a hole. I'm telling you. Okay, so first thing, put the lid on the ink before I even do anything else. That's what I'm doing. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, and of course I checked my hands, and we're going to take this off. And as I get it off, I know this is like really weird. Once I get enough subscribers and I can do this on my phone, it'll be better. But okay. So now I put it like, make like a taco and pull it out. Okay. I'll just set that there. Now I'm just gonna kind of lay it down here again. I'm gonna heat it just a little bit, just so that it starts the drying. Because the company says, you know, to let it sit for 24 hours. None of us do that. No, forget that. Forget that. We don't do that. We are going to have this heat set and ready to gift. It will be ready. I could put it on and wear it tonight if I wanted. I don't even know if it's my size. Well, I could wear it. Yeah, I could wear it. Okay. So, and the nice thing is, I'm just trying to get it a little, so it's not super, super wet. Okay, there we go. I'm going to stick it on a hanger, and then we're going to do the next one. Now, the next one we do, okay, so we're going to hang this one right here. Okay, now the next one we do, let me wash this off. I'm just going to use a disinfectant wipe just in case it like bled through. I don't want it to get on the next t-shirt. The next one that we are going to do, but did you see how fast and easy that was? I mean, my goodness, you wouldn't even have it all in your computer and cutting yet if you're doing HTV, okay? So we're just making sure we got this all off. All right, there we go. So now the next one that we're going to do, all right, I did get my Cricut out. I did cut it, okay? I cut it out. I have my transfer tape on here. Not the transfer tape I was using today, let me tell you, because that transfer tape, oh, that was a nightmare. Because you know when you're out of your favorite transfer tape, oh goodness. And you have the stuff that you keep just in case. Yeah, that's what I was down to today. That was not fun. Okay, so now we're going to do this shirt. So I'm just going to stick it in there. Now, this one, just get it all straightened out here. All right, guys. I'm like super excited about this because I'm so over that other thing. I'm ready to branch out. So you guys, if you like what you're seeing, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so that you know when I go live. Because we're going to do all kinds of things. We do all kinds of things. It's like we'll do stuff on the Glowforge. We'll do all kinds of stuff. All the stuff behind me. I don't know if you guys can see. All right. In fact, I'll put you up a little bit. There's a bunch of the stuff. Lots and lots of fun stuff. Okay, now I'm going to put you back down here so that you can see what I'm doing down here. Because this is the important part, right? This is what we're doing. Okay, so I've got my t-shirt on here. I'm just smoothing it out so that we get it all smoothed out, and we're gonna put this on. Okay. Now we're gonna smooth it all out. See, okay, now this is just, all I did was just cut some vinyl out and I reverse weeded. Okay, so I took out all the spots that I would normally use on my HTV and put on the shirt. Okay. So now you guys saw how fast it was on the with the transfer. Now you're going to see, I'm going to get to do this part. And I already weeded this because I was like, you guys don't want to see me weed it because you guys know what weeding, taking out all the parts that you don't want. For those of you that don't know weeding, that's what it is. It's taking out all the parts you don't want. So just like in the garden, you're taking out all the parts you don't want. Okay. So we took out all the parts. And now I'm going to take this off. And this is the last of my good transfer tape that I like. Because I know Nikki's probably like, oh, Lord, don't let it be that transfer tape that we used earlier today. It's not, babe. Okay, I'm going to put this right about here. Okay, now I have to be careful, It's like, oh, okay. I'm like barely putting it down so I can make sure that I've got this on here straight and all that. Okay. There we go. All right. So now this is what got me hooked into Chalk Couture right here. Okay. Because I was watching and this gal, she started doing this and I'm like, what is that stuff that she's doing? This is what she was doing. She took her vinyl and she made a stencil. And once she made a stencil, she put it on a shirt. And I'm like, what the heck? I was like, no way she did not. Because I was already fed up with heat transfer vinyl. And I was probably only, maybe 2 or 3 months into heat transfer vinyl. And I was already over it. I am going to try and save this, though, because I know I've got a lot of other things I would like to use my wonderful transfer tape on. Because, I'm in lockdown over here. Not lockdown, just quarantining. So, okay, now look at, I have to make sure all these little pieces are staying where they're supposed to stay. Okay, I did not have to do that just a minute ago. We just slapped that bad boy on and went. But we're going to do this because just because you end up really liking our inks does not mean that you can't make your own stuff. Because a lot of people are like, but I still have my Cricut. I still have my Silhouette, or whatever cutting machine you have. Well, that's okay. You can still use all that. And I just wanted to come on here and show you how. And in fact, while I'm right here at this point, I'm going to plug in my Easy Press so that we will be all ready to heat set this bad boy. Okay, I'm just making sure all the edges are down really firm because you don't want any bleed over. So that's what we're hoping for. Because that would be embarrassing. It wouldn't be the first time it happened either. Okay, there we go. All right. So now I am going to take my white. Okay. And you know that it's the ink if it's the white lids, because we also have chalk paste, and the chalk paste has the black lids. Okay. Our chalk paste goes on, and if you use a chalkboard, then you can rehydrate our chalk paste And it's a little thick, but that's okay. All right. So I'm just going to slide it over this. But our chalk paste, we can totally rehydrate our chalk paste and take it off of our boards and then remake something on that board again. Okay, now this, I'm kind of going a little thicker because it is a red shirt and I'm using white. Okay. So I am going a little thicker, and I'm okay with a little bit of the red showing through because red is one of its colors. Okay, and I just did it all one way. All right. Now there was some dry ink that kind of flaked off when I opened the jar. A lot of times you just want to do it off the thing. Okay, so my easy press is ready to go. I am going to come back this way and just kind of get it this way a little bit. And then I'm going to kind of do an ombre. Not exactly like I do with chalking, but pretty close. Okay, so I'm just going to go down. And we're just going to cross here. In a minute, I'm going to get some gray. As soon as I get this part up here, kind of where I want it. And then I'm going to put some gray right there. And we want kind of a vintagey, so I'm okay with it, with a little bit of the red showing through. I'm okay with that. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to make sure that my ink is all back in my jar. Kind of clean off my edges there and stick it all back in. Okay, I'm going to throw that over there, have like a little water bath. Shut that up. Okay, and then we're going to open this, our storm. Oh, wow, our storm is new. Oh, goodness. So when you first open it, it like all kind of puff up at the top. Okay. So I'm just making sure I'm not getting it on my hands. And I'm going to use this squeegee. It's another small squeegee. It's just kind of angled a little different. Okay, and I'm just going to start like right there, just so that it kind of morphs into the white. Like I said, it's not quite an ombre like what I would do on my inks. If you've watched my channel before, you understand what I'm saying. And I'm trying to put a little bit of it, mix it a little bit, just to kind of fade it in. In fact, I'll get another, let me get another, let's see if I can fade it a little more. Oops. Oh, that kind of looks cool. Look at that. Kind of a little fade. Then I'll go back and I'll put some more white up there. But that kind of looks cool, kind of dirty it up. All right. Okay, let's get some more of this gray down here. Okay, you guys got to make sure that you like and subscribe to my video, okay? So that we can get to 1,000 subscribers so that I can go back to recording this sucker on my phone, because I think it's so much easier. Then I can see you and all the fun stuff at the same time. Because right now it's like all you guys can see is the work. All right. Maybe you don't want to see me. I don't know. I don't know. I'm all new to this, but you know what? At one time I was all new to Facebook too. So okay, so just sticking all that back in. Okay, I'm gonna go back up and I'm gonna grab that and do some more white. And then we'll kind of fan it out again. Now the white is always thicker. And the reason why it's always thicker is because it doesn't get any other colorant added to it. Does that make sense? So there's no other colorant added to it. You know, just like paint. So it's kind of the same thing. So like our red is usually the runniest, and it's the runniest because that's the one that has to have the most colorants added to it. Okay, that looks kind of cool. Trying to think if I need more gray in here. So just kind of smoothing it out. Okay, there we go. I almost want to smooth it just a little more because I can see like the lines. So I'm going to take this, our 4-inch squeegee, and I'm just going to, oh my gosh, it just kind of dug into the red. I'm not liking that so much. It's so fun when things like that happen on a live. That kind of dug in too much. Okay, so we're going back to that other squeegee. Let me grab that other squeegee again, because I did not like that. Okay, there we go. Just kind of, this is going to be more of a gray, I think. All right. I'm going to add some more white. This one is just a little more difficult just because I'm trying to do more of a gradient than just a white. But I want to get just a little bit of that gray in there. And I think that we've just about accomplished it right here. See how it's kind of graying now. There we go. There we go. Okay, I think that works. What do you think, Nikki? Okay, so now I'm going to clean my hands again. Now, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to dry as much as I can before I pick up all the vinyl. So let me put you guys back up here so I can see. Okay, so there's a little bit more that you have to do when you're using the inks with the vinyl, but it's doable. It's something that you definitely can do. So I'm just trying to basically get the, how am I trying to say it? I'm trying to basically get the vinyl to kind of pucker with the heat, so that when I go to take it off, because obviously before I heat set this, it's got to come, all the vinyl has to come off. So, and of course I use like really good vinyl, so it doesn't want to do that. All right, let's get you back down here so that you guys can see. All right, here we go. Like I said, make sure you don't have ink on your hands. Okay, so we got the main part off. Okay, so now the fun part begins. Because we got to get all these little pieces. Now, the main difference that you are going to see between this and heat transfer vinyl is the heat setting and the care that has to be done for the washing and the drying, because there will be no cracking like with heat transfer vinyl. There will be no peeling. It's just going to be all... Okay, now I got to see where this guy is. Here he is. It will just be all ink and become part of the shirt. Okay. All right, now I got to get the ink off of my hands, and then we're going to take this one off of the mat, and then we'll grab the other one, and we will heat set. Let's see. Yep. Okay, so when you heat set, you want to use, if you're using an easy press, I do 305 for 30 seconds at a time until you feel that it is part of the material. Okay. If you're using an iron, you can use an iron, medium heat, continuous movement. But you don't have to stand on your head with this stuff to get enough pressure. That you don't have to do. Yeah, I know. Don't get impatient because we're almost done. Okay. So, and you want to do inside and out. And parchment paper is good because we're not waiting our 24 hours. But like I said, I already kind of dried this one a little bit. Now the other one, because I did like an ombre thing, it's thicker. So that one's going to take a little more time to dry. But that's okay. So we just heat set it a couple more times. No big deal. See, this one is like no biggie. Okay. I'm going to get some parchment paper. Put some parchment paper in here. And then we're just going to heat set it for 30-second intervals until you feel like the shirt is part of itself. So the shirt, let me push you back up so I can see you. Hello, everybody. so that you feel like the shirt is part of itself. It just like becomes part of the shirt, part of the fabric. And as you see, I'm not standing on my head, like trying to stand on top of this and everything to get it to adhere and to adhere good. I am just, that's all I have to do is just stick it on there and do its thing. Just let it do its thing. So, and that's all there is. But isn't that kind of cool? Oh, you guys, our brand new catalog just came out and there are all kinds of goodness. All kinds of goodness in here. So make sure you go to my website and check it out because you can check out all the goodness. And I'm telling you, I think I was trying to figure out what is my favorite. And honestly, I don't even know. I mean, there's Farmhouse Charm. So we have like the farmhouse stuff, the farmhousey stuff. We've got like the farmhouse animals and everything. And then we have like the unsinkable, all kinds of neat stuff, the witty stuff. So much fun. So much fun. I'm like so excited. I got my order in the other day. Cannot wait. Cannot wait to chalk all the new things. Chalk, ink, whatever. I want all the things. All the things. I'm so excited. So excited. Here's some of our transfers that we haven't gotten to. Some we have. It's like, oh, so much fun. We're going to have so much fun, I tell you. So make sure that you guys definitely subscribe and hit that like, and don't forget to ring that bell. Oh, I forgot to hit that 30-second there, but that's okay because it's hot, but guess what? It feels just like the material. So that's how I know that one is done. It's all finished. Now I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to do the back. So then it gets the underside also. And that's really, I mean, that's it. See, now you can see that there was bleed through as far as when we were inking. That's why you want to put something in there, whether it's cardboard or whatever. Cardboard. A lot of people use Cricut mats or any of those mats because they are sticky. And when I don't have a mat available, I will use it. We have another size mat and I've cut it down to where it'll fit into onesies. And it's like I top up my mats and make them fit all kinds of shirts, you know, it's all good. But I love that I don't have to like sit there. I mean, because when I was doing heat transfer vinyl, I was like this. And that is the difference between using our ink and heat transfer vinyl. But how cool is that, you guys? So I just thought it was kind of fun. And I'd come on here and just show you guys real quick. And, you know, get my feet wet on my first live. So I think it's kind of cool. So this is what we have for tonight. I'm not going to like bore you with heat setting this other one. It's the same process. I'm going to start heat setting it in just a minute. But definitely, you guys, go to chalkcouture.com/chalking with Charlotte and check it out. Because I think it's pretty fun. And I hope you do too. So I will catch you guys all on my next video. Thanks for tuning in.